Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews, and today we are going to take a look at a really cool kit, a really cool model, and I've only ever looked at a model from this company one time before. This is from Passion Charger, and it is their newest version of the Nasutoceratops in 1/35th scale. I previously reviewed kind of a like charging through the water type of a version, and it was absolutely gorgeous, so I'm super excited to get this one put together and review it for you guys. Looking at the images prior to this, and I've been kind of promoting this in news videos and everything for a little while now. I really love the appearance of this one, having a very nice calm appearance of just feeding. You can't really tell that right now from what you see here, and I actually don't have all the pieces out. I only brought these pieces out because before I put it together, I just wanted to show you one thing that I think is extremely impressive about the Passion Charger product, and that is, look at how smooth this is once you put this on. Once you actually attach the head, there it goes, it's on now. Look at how smooth that is. That is super, super impressive if you ask me. From a collector that's been building models for quite a little while now, I am used to really always having to like shave parts down and kind of fill gaps and things like that, but that is insanely, insanely smooth to have that right there like that. You almost don't even need to fill anything. There's really no work on your end other than gluing it together, and that is just, again, super, super impressive if you ask me on the part of Passion Charger. Great work as far as the kits go. But let's go ahead and get this put together, and then I'll have it painted, and then we'll be back in just a second. And here is our finished base, as well as our finished Nasutoceratops. And I could not possibly be happier with this figure and the way it has turned out. I am really, really psyched about the actual paint application on this figure, and I don't get that often as far as my paint jobs go. I'm usually not too happy with the paint jobs that I produce on figures, so the fact that I am quite happy with this one has me overall pretty darn psyched, because again, I can almost always sit there and pick out flaws with my paint jobs all day long, but again, there's probably some flaws I could pick out with this one as well, but I am really quite happy with the overall paint scheme and the paint job that I've given this one. But I think that a lot of that has to do with just how good the sculpt is and how beautiful the overall scene is that it's portraying. So most of that I would give credit to Passion Charger with how nice this looks. So now that it's nice and painted up, let's go ahead and get a closer look at it right now. So starting up here at the head sculpt of our Nasutoceratops, you can see some really beautiful skin detail throughout the entire face of the dinosaur, the nicely sculpted out nostrils, as well as the beak. The beak is really beautifully sculpted as far as including some very nice detailing to the beak, which is great as far as painting it goes, because again, it's one of those dinosaurs that are just so highly detailed it practically paints itself. You can also see that the horns as well have a really nice appearance, and very similar to the previous Nasutoceratops from Passion Charger if you had seen that one. If you did not, make sure you check the description, as I will include a link to that review as well. Definitely worth checking out, as that is a very nice kind of an action scene being portrayed with a Nasutoceratops, whereas this one's a much more calm, sort of a grazing sort of scene, I would say. It's just kind of hanging out in like a field or something eating. But you can definitely see how nicely done the detailing and just the overall texturing of the skin here in the face is. You can also see how beautiful the frill is up here as far as the detailing goes. Really nicely done. Really nice texturing throughout the entire frill. The kind of spikes that run all around the dinosaur are beautifully painted as well. You can see some beautiful detailing here down in the throat. You can actually see the throat in general here on the Nasutoceratops, as well as lots of wrinkling going on there in the neck region as far as that skin texture and the skin just kind of reacting to the movement. The dinosaur has its head in an upward position but slightly to its left, and you can see how nicely portrayed that is in the sculpt. Beautiful skin texture as we move back here into the body. Nice skin wrinkling going on right there as this leg is pushing into the body, kind of wrinkling the skin up quite nicely. Very nicely sculpted out muscle tone as we move down the leg of the Nasutoceratops. You can see how beautiful that foot sculpt is, actually on both sides. Really nicely done. Again, very nice and small, because this is the 1/35th scale version. There are actually quite a few different versions of the figure as far as the sizes go. Some more really nice skin detail as far as like skin wrinkling and everything going on back here into the rear leg as this leg is pulling that skin, kind of stretching it, and that's nicely shown in the sculpt as well. The skin texturing looks gorgeous the whole way through. You can see the dinosaur does have some beefiness to it right there, so it does look nice and healthy. Nice osteoderms that run down here along the back of the Nasutoceratops. You can see the hip bone protruding from the skin right there. Some nice wrinkling there in the joint of the knee. Some more beautiful muscle tone the entire way down that rear leg. Very nicely sculpted out rear foot as well. As we move back here into the tail looks beautiful. Again, very nice skin detail. You can see some skin wrinkling and everything going on as you move out the length of the tail. Very nice curve to that tail as well. Really nice and natural looking. Looking at the opposing side again, some more really nice detailing up here in the head. You can get a really beautiful idea of the entire skull shape of our Nasutoceratops. And again, I love that kind of positioning of the head looking upward. It just really looks so beautiful once it's on the base. I absolutely love the positioning of this Nasutoceratops. You can again see how nicely done the detailing there in the neck is over here on this side as well. Absolutely gorgeous detailing. You can really see how nice that skin texturing and skin detail is here as far as the skin pushing up there as this leg here, the rear leg, is pushing into the body, and you can see how nicely done that is as far as bunching that skin up. It looks super, super realistic and really beautiful for sure. You can also see some more of that really nice skin detail right here on that front leg as well. This one's really putting a lot of pressure on the ground, and you can see the kind of like the muscles tensing and everything as the Nasutoceratops is putting a lot of its weight on that leg there in the front of the body. Again, coming up here into the body, some more beautiful skin texture, some more of those really nicely sculpted out kind of scutes and osteoderms that run along the length of the dinosaur. You can see the hip bone right there. Some more nice detailing as far as like that skin bending in the knee. Very nicely sculpted out calf muscle as well as actually the thigh muscle as well. Beautiful foot sculpt. And then we move out here into the tail. Again, the tail is absolutely gorgeous. You have some really nice detailing here on the underside of the dinosaur as well. So as far as this Nasutoceratops goes, the sculpt is so darn good that, again, it pretty much paints itself and is just an incredibly nice looking Nasutoceratops overall. And then here is the base that it comes with. It comes with quite a few plants that are not connected. You just have to connect the plants onto your base and then paint it. Of course, sealing the cracks from where the plants connect is probably something you would want to do as well. But you can see the base primarily is just kind of like an earthy area with some nice stones, with some rocks and things sticking up here and there, and then some vegetation in certain spots. But the actual detailing is really, really nicely done as well, just about as highly detailed as the Nasutoceratops itself. So the base, pretty much just like the dinosaur, is something that is so highly detailed it will paint itself, and you can see how nicely done it is overall as far as that sculpt goes. Absolutely gorgeous work on the part of Passion Charger, and I am so psyched to have this dinosaur model here now to add to my collection. And again, I really want to stress how cool it is when you get a kit and you can just paint it up in whatever way you want and just create your own vision as far as paint scheme and everything goes. And again, it's really cool to have that very fulfilling feeling of something that you put so much work into and created as far as the overall appearance goes in your collection. So this is a really cool, absolutely awesome kit from Passion Charger. And then as far as putting your Nasutoceratops on the base, it's pretty much wherever you want him to stand. It's really up to you, I would think, but he stands pretty comfortably right there at that spot. As far as a size goes, for a length on the Nasutoceratops, you're going to see it at about, if we actually go down here, from the front of the snout there to the tail, about 4.5 inches or around 12 centimeters. And then for a height, you're looking at around the 2.5 inch range or around 6.5 centimeters. And then for a length from the front of the base to the tip of the tail, about 5.5 inches or about 14 centimeters. For a size comparison, there is Mr. Papo T-Rex, the Attack Pack Colovosaurus, and Robert Muldoon next to our absolutely beautiful Passion Charger Nasutoceratops. And again, you can see that as far as the 1/35th scale version goes, it's pretty small in comparison to the figures that you see here. So if you are looking for a kit that you want to be able to have nice and easily fit into your collection, if you're someone that's kind of overrun with dinosaurs like I am, a smaller size is not a bad thing. And again, the detail is insane for the size. It is extremely highly detailed for the size of the figure, but you can also order this kit in larger sizes, so that's something to keep in mind. If you'd rather your Nasutoceratops be a much larger size, that option is available to you as well. So this Passion Charger kind of grazing Nasutoceratops is another total win from Passion Charger, and this is actually the second model now that I have in my collection from Passion Charger, as I do previously have the other Nasutoceratops, that kind of action pose of the Nasutoceratops kind of charging through a stream, which is actually fighting a Teratophonius, which I should have to review for you guys at some point very soon and kind of complete that entire scene for you guys. But as far as this specific figure goes, I absolutely love this, and I may actually like it even better than the previous one, which is, it's kind of tough to say, and that's a really big decision to make because both are insanely beautiful overall, but I just really love the very calm appearance to the figure and how it's just kind of standing out very nice and naturally in sort of a field eating some vegetation. It just has such a peaceful look and just kind of puts me at ease with just how beautiful the overall scene is, I think. And Passion Charger not only has done a great job on the sculpt, but also done a great job of really kind of putting a lot of heart and soul into this figure and really kind of portraying a lot of realism, I think, with the figure overall. But as far as the actual sculpting goes, the Nasutoceratops is extremely highly detailed. And again, for a 1/35th scale size, a very small size dinosaur figure like this, the detail is just off the charts. It is extremely highly detailed and beautiful in every possible way sculpt-wise. I love how they've kind of given it those kind of ridge-like horns on the head of the Nasutoceratops as well, as that's not something you often see portrayed on ceratopsians, and I think it's a really cool look on the figure overall. The base is pretty much just as beautiful, again, as the dinosaur is. As far as the detail goes, off the charts and incredible in every possible way. And again, the paint job is really up to you. You create this in your own vision, however you think your Nasutoceratops and the base should look. That's your call. You create it however you want, or you can, of course, get the kit and then have someone paint it for you. That's really your choice. But again, this is how mine turned out. I was super happy with it. With an incredible sculpt like this, it's hard to make it look bad, but I think the sculpt helped my paint job just look incredibly nice on the figure overall. So if this is something that you are in fact interested in picking up, and I definitely recommend it if you are into dinosaur kits, I will include a link in the description to Passion Charger on Facebook, or you can contact me and I will contact them for you to help you place an order for this or any of the other Nasutoceratops kits from Passion Charger. So make sure you head to the description or contact me, order yourself some fantastic Passion Charger dinosaur models, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.